Alright, here we go with episode 803. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. We are going on one. 3, 2, 1. Whole Cake Island. So it's not just clones of one person. Okay, that makes sense. Clones of about 5 or 6 different people, I think they said. Yeah, cassette. Get wrecked, bitch. He's really scared now, though. He got his head cut off for this. Well, that's not good. Her evil expression just cracks me up, man. I'm telling you. So good. It doesn't take much, too, man. It's just a slant of her eyes and her grin, right? And I suppose her tone of voice. She just is not held back by morality, you know? Well, I guess Rover's going to have to take over. That's right. Something about Sanju. Something Sanju. Well, you know what? Somebody has to. Your bitch ass isn't going to. Yeah, I like his mustache. Not many trees have mustaches. I know that's not relevant to what's going on right now. I just thought I'd point that out. We don't really need your tree opinions. Run, you son of a bitch. Yeah, he's a problem. Yeah. Are you a lovely girl? I don't know, man. If you can have him talking, that's just the same as you, because you're stalling, right? You're just stalling. So, like, if you can keep him talking, that's just as good as fighting him. You know? But now that I think about it, if he'd had a couple straw hats with him that could have taken care of some of these little ones, he would have been able to take out Big Boy. Yeah. I like the breaking sounds. What's up? It was interesting, wasn't it? But why didn't it work? Oh, I see. Maybe you can make them waterlogged? Jesus. That's not good. You put some rain on them, make them waterlogged, you know? Get them wet. Yeah, she's really learned how to take care of herself. The fact she's lasted this long gets this son of a bitch. That's, I mean, she's not doing great, but she's still alive. Episode 35, Nami would have been destroyed by now. I mean, not even a question. Well, I'm talking about Luffy, not Sanji. Personally, I wouldn't even break a nail trying to save Sanji, but that's just me. I get it. They like him. The ladies, man, that's one way to put it. That's all we can ask for. Still, he can be less of a dick, you know? Just saying. I don't know, man. Yeah, I agree with this assessment, by the way. He is a coward. Yes, you're a little bitch ass. He's hiding, you know? You can say that about a lot of things. Whereas, people wear a suit of armor. They're in a ship or a tank or, a fighter or something like that to protect themselves and to attack instead of using their own body. Like, you could say that, but in this particular case, it just feels more bitch ass than normal. I'm just saying. Because he makes so many of them. How lovely. There ain't no way it hasn't been 10 minutes by now, by the way. I plan to. Wait, that's not the right response. It has to have been 10 minutes by now. Yes, it has. There it is. Wreck this son of a bitch. Punk. I was going to say, man. Maybe together we can take care of this son of a bitch. You could help. Take out some of the biscuits, maybe? Waterlog them? I don't know. Right in the teeth. I'm going to educate you. I knew this was going to come up. They're going to keep hiding behind this. It's just about you being a dick, is what it is. F you. There's only so much a man can take. I'm not going to eat shit forever, man. Ah, shit. See, what do you mean don't fight back? F you. You're going to do what you're going to do, man. Of course, he did just get kicked in the teeth, so I understand. F you too, by the way. I wouldn't restrain myself. I mean, because I don't think they're going to carry. Because look, here's the thing: say you fight back, they're going to kill the old man. Now you don't have to go through with the wedding because they killed the old man. They're not going to do it. Not for that. So you can't keep using the same threat. You get the threat one time. If you keep using the same threat, then it's pointless. It has no teeth. You see what I'm saying? Even green hair is a dick. Okay, fine. I wash my hands of all of you. Yeah. Boy, that is messed up. Nice little artistic fade there. Is this right, okay. Oh, I see. That's why Sanji has the abilities he has. Interesting. Very interesting. I didn't think we'd ever get an explanation for that. Yeah. What number is the sister? I didn't see. Good shit, Dad. She's 0. I think. Is she 0? Why would she be 0? I mean, she would be a 1, and that would be the first female born, and then, maybe she has sisters, maybe she doesn't. 0, I don't get. Yeah. Not bad. I'm not giving you a compliment. Go to hell. Kiss my ass. Guess who's going to fail? He always like that little snigger, don't he? Really? Failure. Failure. This is interesting because this has nothing to do with them being dicks and him not being a dick. This is just cowardice. He obviously grows out of that, right? Shit. That's why they bullied him. See, I thought it was just the 2 older ones need somebody to pick on. No, there was an actual difference between him and his 4 siblings. That's very interesting. I didn't see that coming. I'm not judging. I mean, most kids wouldn't be able to do that, right? Like, they wouldn't have the mental ability or the emotional control to do that. These others are just psychos. He just wasn't built for this. He doesn't like any aspect of this training, right? I think all he cares about is cooking, right? He doesn't care about any of this other shit. So he just stood out. And when you stand out in a hierarchy like this, these kind of conditions, they're going to pick on you. The dad will despise you, and then the kids will take their cues from the dad. The only thing that doesn't add up to me is, I know this from personal experience. You reach a point. He's always behind. Looks like the sister keeps up, man. A lot of times she's ahead. You reach a point where you stop looking for approval from somebody who will never give you approval. You stop looking for help from somebody as a kid who will never give you help. I got there with stepfathers, right? Like, it started out, I thought maybe the stepfather might be cool. Especially when I was younger, the first stepfather. Yeah, you rescue that son of a bitch. I thought, like, maybe this is somebody I could turn to. And then you find out very quickly you can't. So you stop looking there. You stop going there. You don't even assume it's possible you will find solace, help, or whatever from the parental figure or the actual parent. That's just child psychology 101. So the fact that he just continuously... We saw that one of the flashbacks from before this. That was later on, right? When they were a little older than this. He was still asking his dad for help, and there's no way he would think that... there's no way he would think he would get help from his dad. So I don't buy it, right? Like, that's the part that I don't buy. Kids are very adaptable, and they adapt to their circumstances. This kid would understand that there would be no help coming from his dad, because his dad seems very consistent about that. It'd be different if his dad gave you mixed messages, right? But his dad's been everything we've seen has been very consistent. He is not somebody you turn to. And yet, in one of the latest, I think the flashbacks right before he leaves, he was still turning to his dad for help. So I don't buy it, right? Other than that, it all makes sense. Man, he is kicking that ass, boy. Wow, dude. You trying to kill that kid. Holy shit. I think it's a heart, His heart is not in what they're doing. It's not just physical abilities. There's a mental aspect of it, right? Yeah, I'm sure they are. Complete another failure. Huh. I won't thrash you if you say this. The bloodline illness. We're going to have a conversation about that, by the way. Oh, really? So it's not just mental, it's physical. The hell? Oh, I thought that's why he could do the shit he's done as an adult, was some of these modifications. You know, because he's pretty powerful for a human being, right? So it's not just mental. That's very interesting. So there was a physical component to his failure. That's weird. I'm assuming when they say bloodlines, they mean DNA, and they don't mean something more like the Will of D or something like I've been talking about before. Like there's a certain number of people and powers descend from them. Like, that's my running theory. Yeah, she's smart. They could be referring to that, my theory, which, is just a theory. Wow, he's reading something about devil fruits. I didn't quite catch it. Huh. Really? He does love to cook. It doesn't matter what creature he's cooking for. Oh, shit. Well, that would piss me off, too. You can't be making food for rats. Huh. She was weak, too. Yeah. He's still trying with this kid. Trying to get him to do something. Say what you want about this dick. Some people would have killed the kid off if he had no abilities, right? He's not that heartless. He's this heartless, but he's not that heartless. That's why I'm leaving. See, like, enough instances like this and you would never turn to your father for support again. Or help or anything. It just wouldn't happen. He's running backwards. What a dick. Yeah, so my theory about the green hair getting bullied after Sanji leaves, I guess is probably not true because they bullied him because he was weak. Not because they needed a target. So I was wrong about that. Maybe he will order his death. That's what it was, yeah. So I was wrong. Again, here, he is going to kill him off, or intended to. He intended to kill him off. Or does he just ship him off? Say he must have shipped him off. So he couldn't quite do the deed. He couldn't kill him off. Or the man in the iron mask, that's what this is. Yeah, I see. Wow. They really are little psychopaths, aren't they? Jesus Christ. I get the idea, like she said, she's just playing along. She's not really a psychopath. But still, at some point, you play along long enough, you become the mask, right? That's the idea I get her. See, he still turns his dad. I don't believe that, man. Like, I just don't. You don't need 75,000 examples to learn as a kid. Like, you learn quickly because you adapt. It's self-protection, man. It hurts more if you reach for somebody who doesn't help you, so you stop doing that. That's just what kids do. Any kid would do that. Here, they're having him just continuously reach out to his father well after he would have because it increases the drama, right? It makes it more traumatic. It makes it sadder. Still calling out for his dad, who will never help him. We know the dad will never help him. See, so it's like that. It just makes it sadder. So that's why the author is doing this. Oh, man. And we see it, of course, as an adult, he has a very different point of view about this. As an adult, he's like, F my father, go to hell. But, as a kid, he would too. I'm not going to keep hammering the point. I'm just saying, like, if I see something I don't believe, I'll say it. So, I wanted to go back and see what the title of that book was. I just flashed for like half a second. It had something to do with devil fruits. It could just be there was one point when he mentioned to somebody. Somebody told me this in a comment. They reminded me of this. At one point, Sanji mentioned to somebody he wished he had X devil fruit, whatever kind it was, and they asked him how he knew about that, and he said he read in the book. I have a vague memory that this must have been showing what he had previously talked about, but still, I want to see what the title is. Nolan the Liar, the Devil Fruits. So I guess these are two different book titles we're seeing here. Okay. Just so you see what I'm seeing here. This seems to be two different... he's probably reading Nolan the Liar. And in the book, we can see in the background is the Devil Fruits. That's a nice little Easter egg, man. And it went by so fast on purpose. They're not trying to dwell on that. That's good shit.